called strike one from Charlie Relaford, who has the plate. Ed Rapuano at first, Jerry Lane at second, Jerry Crawford at third, Ed Montague left field line, Jeff Kellogg right field line. A year ago, Al Leiter was 17-6. This year, 13-12, ERA 4.23. Against the Braves, he was 1-2 this season. But the one victory came in the season's final week. 2-1.
He did not have a great season, but he has pitched great down the stretch. He says he's been able to focus better, and he's been able to pitch all the big games for the Mets down the stretch and winning most of them.
Williams cuts and misses, 2-2. Leiter has the good fastball. He's added a big curveball the last couple of years, and a changeup he'll run away from right-handed hitters. But especially effective for him against righties is that cutter in on their hands. The 2-2 rolled foul into the Brave dugout.
If you're the Braves early in the ball game, you try to be a little more patient with Leiter, because a lot of times early in the ball game he'll be his own worst enemy. High fastballs out of the strike zone, sliders out of the strike zone. But Gerald Williams is not a guy that's very patient at the plate.
Full count.
In fact, in game two, he saw 3 pitches, and he had swung the bat and hit each one. He was 2 for 3 in that ball game at that point after seeing only 3 pitches.
And he walks him to start game 3. Although he is a left-hander, Leiter doesn't have a pickoff move anything like the Mets game 2 starter Kenny Rogers. Olerud in front of the runner at first, and ball 1 in tight to Brett Boone. Kenny Rogers picked a couple of Braves off early in game 2.
And I thought that was very important because it stopped the Braves running game completely.
On the inside corner, 1-1.
But I still feel the Braves want to test Mike Piazza. He has not made a good throw in this series to second base so far.
But Rogers' move is so good. Eddie Perez, who was at the plate when he picked off Andrew Jones, said he picked Andrew off, but I swung at the pitch.
There you see John Olerud. He doesn't take a traditional stance at first base. He's not near the bag. He plays off a little bit into the hole, and then he moves back and forth.
And the 1-1. Williams away from first. Leiter sets and delivers 1-2. A bouncer back to the mound. He looks at second, but takes the sure out at first and pulls Olerud off the bag, and everybody's safe. Well, it should have been a sure out. He hates to be called Larry. Although that is his dad's name. And he got the nickname Chipper because he was so much like his dad, a chip off the old block. As we told you in game 2, Mike Piazza says hi Larry to Chipper Jones every time he steps in the batter's box. Piazza's reasoning: I refuse to call a grown man Chipper.
Well, he's 0 for 3 in the 2-game series in Atlanta, but he had 5 bases on balls.
2-0. It leads me to wonder, when Piazza sees Lawrence Peter Berra, does he call him Larry because you shouldn't call a grown man Yogi?
I'm sure out of respect he calls him Yogi.
just asking. 2 on, nobody out. And the 2-0 pitch. Time is called. Leiter in a jam of his own making here in the top half of the first. He walks Williams, and then his error allows Boone to reach.
And very unlike the Mets, because they only gave up 30 unearned runs the entire season.
Hit into shallow right. Alfonso back.
And that's the good cutter from Leiter, as you hear the fans.
But the Mets regrouped and got the wild card, and the Braves have to see him again. Williams breaks for third. Piazza throws to second, and it's over his head and into center field. Williams scores. Heading for third is Boone. Now here are the Mets, who made only 68 errors all year. Easily the lowest figure for a full season in the history of baseball. They've made 2 errors in this inning and 5 errors so far in this series.
Well, they choose to throw to second base instead of third base. Now watch, Williams gets a good jump. Piazza doesn't figure he has a chance, so he tries to throw to second, and then he stumbles, and the ball goes into center field. Williams comes in to score. Boone goes over to third base. Now watch Piazza. See, he slips right there, and the ball stays up and goes over the head of Alfonso at second base.
And now Jordan sends the 0-1 pitch into shallow left center. Boone is tagging. Mora makes the catch. They're going to test his arm. The throw to the plate. He is. If he held it out, and he did hold it. Boone checking on Piazza after the collision. A good, clean, tough play. Piazza held on. Mora in just his second major league start in center field. The catch and the gun.
Perfect one-hop throw. Piazza has a plate block. Nothing for Boone to do but try to run over him. It's an excellent play by Mora in center field to give him a perfect hop. As you can see from catcher cam, quite a collision there at home plate.
Looks like earthquake footage.
See, Piazza has the plate blocked, so Boone doesn't have any place to go. He can't slide and get home, so he just tries to run over him.
The Braves get one. Piazza gets a headache, and we'll be back.